The sun beats down on the endless savanna, the air thick with the scent of dry earth. The rhythm of the world is harsh, primal, and unyielding. The tribe, a group of Homo erectus, moves cautiously across the plains. They are a small band of survivors, barely scraping by in the hostile environment they call home. As they hunt and forage, a sense of tension lingers in the air, a quiet understanding that danger is never far behind. The group is led by a seasoned hunter, his muscles honed by years of struggle. He moves with purpose, his eyes scanning the horizon, ever watchful. His spear is sharp, but today it is not enough to ensure safety. Not against what hunts them. A sudden sound breaks the monotony of the savanna, the low, guttural screech of a raptor. The hunters freeze instinctively, crouching low to the ground. They've heard this sound before too many times before. A large predator, its wingspan wide enough to block out the sun, swoops down from the cliffs above. Its talons gleam like knives in the sun. The group of Homo erectus reacts in unison, a well-practiced response to the predator that stalks them. One man, the youngest of the group, grasps his spear tightly, his eyes wide with terror as the raptor circles above, its beady eyes fixed on the group. The wind picks up, rustling the tall grasses as the others take cover, their movements swift and silent. They cannot afford to draw attention. The raptor dives toward them, its massive body cutting through the air with a speed that leaves no room for error. The hunters scramble, their survival instincts kicking in. The young man throws his spear with desperation, a burst of hope that lands just shy of the beast's hide. The raptor shrieks, its powerful wings flapping as it veers away, its focus momentarily broken. But the danger is far from over. The tribe knows this. This is not their first encounter with the raptors. They have been hunted, tracked, and pursued by these terrifying creatures for what feels like a lifetime. The savanna is no longer a place of freedom. It is a battlefield, a constant struggle between life and death. Every day, every hour is spent evading the raptors, who seem to always be one step ahead, their instincts finely tuned for the hunt. Suddenly, the earth shakes beneath their feet. A thunderous roar echoes across the plain, and another raptor larger than the first emerges from the shadows of the cliffs. It is a creature of nightmare, its eyes blazing with hunger, its massive talons scraping the earth as it stalks toward the group. A fierce battle for survival unfolds. The tribe is forced into a desperate retreat, their only hope to escape the jaws of death. One man grabs the young hunter, pulling him toward a nearby cave. But the path is not clear. The raptors are closing in, their calls growing louder, more urgent. The tribe is surrounded. This is a fight for life, a fight that must be won, or they will be consumed. The hunters rally together, fighting with every ounce of strength, every weapon at their disposal, to protect the children, the weak, and themselves. The clash is brutal, a cacophony of raw survival. But as the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the hunters find themselves victorious, the raptors retreating into the shadows. As the tribe regroups in their cave, exhausted but alive, they share a brief moment of silence. The young hunter, trembling, stares out into the darkening savanna. They have survived another day, but the raptors will return. They always do. And so the cycle continues, an endless battle between man and beast, a fight for survival that has no end. But for tonight, at least they are safe. And tomorrow, they will rise again, ready to face the predators that hunt them one more time. The cave is dimly lit by the flickering fire, the orange glow casting long shadows against the rough walls. The tribe sits close, their faces marked with exhaustion and dirt. but their eyes are sharp, aware of the harshness of the world outside. They know that this brief respite is fleeting, a fragile moment, before the cycle of survival begins again. In the center of the group, the eldest hunter begins to speak, though no words are exchanged aloud. His hands move, conveying instructions through gestures, each one precise and practiced. The tribe's survival depends on their unity, their ability to work as a single coordinated entity. They are not mere individuals. Each person plays a role in the survival of the whole. The children are gathered close, watching as the older members repair weapons and gather resources for the coming day. The leader of the tribe, a woman with scars marking her face, stands at the cave's entrance, her gaze piercing through the dark expanse of the savanna. She is a symbol of endurance, having survived countless encounters with the giant raptors, and now she must guide her people forward. Her body is tired, but her spirit is unyielding. Her hand reaches for a bundle of sharp stones, tools that have served the tribe for generations. These weapons, simple yet effective, are all they have in their war with nature. The group prepares for the next day with urgency. They must hunt before the raptors return, before their sanctuary turns into a death trap. The tools are sharpened, the fire tended, and the strategies discussed with silent urgency. The world outside the cave is unforgiving. The young man who had thrown his spear earlier now stands near the elder hunter, silently mimicking his movements as they repair the weapons. His fear still lingers in his eyes, but there is a fire beginning to take hold in his chest, a desire not only to survive, but to fight back. Night falls completely, and with it comes an eerie quiet. The raptors, creatures of the dark and the light, are still out there, waiting for the tribe to slip up. As the fire crackles, the tribe's attention turns to the horizon. Every rustling of the grass, every whisper of the wind is a signal, a potential danger. They have become masters of the night, ever watchful, ever vigilant. Suddenly, a scream breaks the silence, a cry that comes from one of the children near the back of the cave. The youngest hunter, still shaken by the day's events, spins around to find the child standing frozen at the mouth of the cave. His wide eyes reflect the distant shadow of something large, something terrifying. The elders immediately move to shield the child, their arms raised as if to push back an unseen force. The raptors are close. Too close. The tribe springs into action. The battle, the flight, and the desperate fight to escape repeat themselves. This time the hunters are faster, their coordination sharper as the young man faces the raptor that threatens to tear his family apart. He faces it head-on with a newfound resolve. His spear flies through the air, not in desperation, but with intention. He is no longer just a boy, afraid for his life. He is a hunter ready to protect his tribe. The confrontation is swift and brutal. The raptor, a behemoth of claws and fury, attempts to strike. The spear finds its mark, and with a final deafening roar, the creature falters and falls. It is a victory, but not one to be celebrated. The savanna does not reward weakness or complacency. It rewards only those who are prepared to fight for their lives. As dawn breaks, the tribe, bloodied but alive, gathers once again around the fire. They have survived another night, another day of unrelenting danger. They do not celebrate, for survival is not something to be celebrated. It is a constant state of readiness, of caution. The young hunter, now standing among his people, realizes that this will be their life, one battle after another, until the end of their days. But for now, they are together, and that, in this world, is enough. As the tribe moves on, they carry with them the weight of the hunt, the knowledge that the raptors will return. But so will they, and each time, they will fight together. The tribe moves forward, stepping carefully through the thick grass, their faces set with quiet determination. The sun is high, casting long shadows across the plains, but the air is thick with anticipation. They are more than just survivors now. They are warriors united by their will to live. As they cross the vast savanna, the young hunter looks up at the sky, feeling the weight of his spear in his hands. He has changed, grown in ways that the raptors could never understand. He is no longer the frightened boy who once ran from danger. He is part of something greater, something that will endure. The tribe continues to walk side by side, their hearts filled with resolve. They do not know what tomorrow will bring, but they know they will face it together. The raptors may hunt them, but as long as they are united, the tribe will survive. And so the cycle of survival begins again.